Alright, YouTube land, today I'm going to show you how to put a rear fender on your bicycle. Hope I'm saying that right. Just like your front fender, I'm going to install a rear fender today. So, let's see. This is what the rear fender looks like. And I see this has two holes here, and I recognize that. And this has a slot, and I just happen to know, well, I'm not sure, it should go like this. So I'm going to drape it over. Oop, I got automatic alarm on there, it went off. It's going to send me a message telling me somebody's messing with the bike. Yeah, hold on for a second. Okay, it turned off the alarm, so it'll quit bothering me. So you're going to have this little stem. If you watch my other video, you'll know I use that on the front. And it also has a little clip and a clip for the clip. And if you look at this, which you probably can't see, it's got a little flat side right there. And you just take this clip and you drop it on the floor. I'm going to clip that on there. I need two hands. I need to put this down or drop it. So let me, hold on, I'll let you see me do this. Yeah. So just, there you go. Got it clipped on. And if you look in the end here, it's got two little tabs. Let me get that piece I dropped. And the way this goes is I'm going to slide that in the back hole thing I showed you earlier. I'll show you that. And then I'm going to slide this clip through that, and it will stay in place. And I happen to have looked at this. Most of the time when you see things like this, think of the water dripping, and you'd want it to drip off. If you had it like this, it even looks upside down. So most of the time in life when you see brackets, this bolts and stuff face down. So that being said, when you're putting this on, by the way, if you realize you have it wrong, you just turn it around like that, and that changes the angle of the brackets there. So hold on for a second. Okay, so let me put this on for you. Wish I had a camera person. It's hard for me to run around and do this thing. So you got the little double hole thing in there, and I just take this, drop it in place, and I choose, because it makes sense to me, to slide this from the top to the bottom. And I don't know if, yeah. There we go. You have now learned how to install this guy. And if I slip it like that, you'll see that these little things go to the ground. So I'm going to put it back on the bike. What I'm looking at is it's got this little, well, I guess let's face to the back. Here, I'll show you what I was looking at there. If you zoom in here, it's got that little, like, extra little lip there. If I go to the front, oh, my tripod's all noisy. It does not have that down there. We looked at that earlier. And I was just looking at this, and they put that same deal there. So it's just kind of, I gotta loosen this up so it doesn't make so much noise. There we go. So this is the same. So the front of these fenders, I just noticed, they don't have anything on them, and the backs of the fenders have a little extra plastic for look. So that's the way you could tell. I just realized that. I think what I'm going to do next is I need to remove those bolts right there so I can hook those clips right there over to there. So let me get an Allen wrench. They give you a really cool tool. You've probably already found it by now. Let me show you. This thing here is pretty cool. It's got pretty much you need to take out. So far everything I need to take apart on the bike I've used this. So if you do, eventually I'll get around to putting a rack on the back. If I ever do carry a little toolkit with it, I'm going to throw this in there because this will take apart a lot of stuff. Enough rambling, let me get those bolts off and also look at the instructions and see what I'm really supposed to be doing. Okay, the next step looks pretty easy. You have this little piece of plastic and it just has little, see, it clips onto the fender, not anywhere in particular. And it's just got this little deal here, and I'm going to put it on like that, right there. So I'll show you that right now. Alright, so that's pretty easy. Let me show you something on this. Right back there. There you go. See, it's got a, where's my finger? It's got a screw hole in the center there. So I'm going to screw that on there. And I go find the screw. It's just an Allen wrench, not rocket science. Let me go find my parts and pieces and we'll pick it up from there. Okay, I want to show you where I'm at there. First thing I did was, remember I showed you that bolt on the top? I might as well show it to you. I've attached it. Now it's just in there loose. Everything's loose right now because I didn't want to take time to tighten it up yet. And so I put that in, and then I took. This thing is creaky. I took the. Sorry. I took the bolt that was in there. I took that out, and then put the new one in, and it's longer than the one that came out, so I recommend using the ones that came with the kit. And I did that on the other side too, and I haven't tightened them down. I'm a little concerned because, like I said, I'm not really following the instructions too carefully, and next I got to tighten these up, but I'm going to hold off. I got to put a bracket. Let me show you what it looks like on. Let me show you what the bracket looks like. So it's kind of pre-assembled a little bit. I just did that. See, it's L-shaped. It's got a deal on the bottom and two deals on the top. And that is just going to go on the bottom of there. That's very vague, but I'll show you here in a second. Actually, I'll cheat. Oh, no, this is why I don't use these instructions. The picture is really small concerning the bracket. Let me see if I can find it on here. Here's a really bad picture. They should have zoomed in more. So you remember when I showed you the front of the, this is focusing, the front of the fenders had a little slot in it. And if we go over here and look at the front of the fender, they got it kind of off mark, but essentially we're going to put this L bracket in right here. So it's going to go like this into the slot. These are going to hold it onto the fender, and that's going to put a little L on the bottom there. And another really hard to read small picture. I don't know why they made these so small. They should have zoomed them in. But the screw essentially is going to go through the bottom of this and hold the whole thing to the bottom of the bike. So there should be a screw that I can attach this. And I'll show you that in a second. Let me decide how I want to do this. I'll be right back. Alright, let me show you something I kind of discovered that's pretty cool. See that back bar is almost straight down? When I was first doing it, because this just slides, you can slide this, you know, in different positions to work on it, which is pretty cool, because I left everything loose. And so, that's tempting. I'm tempted to put it on there, but I know, well, I don't know for sure, but I don't think it's going to fit past the bottom bar down there. Hopefully you can see everything I'm pointing at. But what I wanted to show you mostly was on the front here. Is that showing up? It's hard for me to see what you see. Okay, see, this is going to bolt on leave like that onto that tab right there. So I'm probably going to slide the fender forward like this, and then work on it. In fact, I'll probably send it way down there so when I work on it. This would be nice if you had a bicycle stand. But anyways, I'm just going to get down on my hands and knees there, screw this in place, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I get that on there. Okay, if you don't have a bike stand, you can go old school like we used to do it when we were kids. Just laid it on its side. So, went down here and just attached that bracket. And the way I did is I put the metal part of the bracket behind the plastic, and then put the screws to the front. Then we got the L deal on the bottom. And this was kind of sad. Little tool does, this is a 2.5 inch or 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench, and they don't give you that with the kit. So I don't know why they made that mistake. They just didn't check, I guess. So what I have left is, you can't see it, and I'm not going to worry about showing it to you, but underneath there's a little hole where this is going to screw on that bracket over there. So I just need to attach that, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done there. Oh, by the way, if you have these mats, I think I got these at Harbor Freight or something. These are awesome. I don't even know. They're for like floor mats. I just got a package of them. I think they were kind of expensive at the time, but yeah, I use the heck out of these. These are great if you have to work on the floor on your car or whatever. You just throw one of those down. It's a lot easier on your knees. A little plug for some unknown product there. Okay, I got it all on. I spent all my time, probably longer than to make this video, trying to get that little, there's a screw down there, but you got to take the old one, the one that came with the bike, out, and then put the new one in. I chose to use the new one because it had, you know, fresh Loctite on it. And so that took a long time to screw that bottom in. So I got those screws going this way into that L-shaped bracket, and the L-shaped bracket's bolted to the bottom of the bike, and the whole thing's connected to the bottom slot on the fender. Up top here, I got the bolt put in the frame of the bike, and I chose to just lift this up all the way, tighten it down, and then I tighten down those back bolts on the back of there. And so I'm done. Again, the whole process went pretty easy. Spent all my time with that little screw, because you could only do a quarter turn with the Allen wrench at a time, that putting that in, so that's what took so long. But there it is, it's done, and I hope this video kind of gives you an idea how to do it, and maybe help somebody out there. And you have a great day, and thank you for watching.